swing doors now. Now smash, shots and goals. Taps, rock the show.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, Cousins, flush to his right. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Cousins now on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 63 yards. A 1st down throw for Cousins. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To the air again, it's Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tavares King, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Carlson now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Zoom. Zoom. 850. On. 319.
On first down, Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good-headed scheme going.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cobb. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
23 yards on the play.
Get reset. Hey, you got 300.
They'll run with Montgomery. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And it's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Lucky 50. Black light.
Second down, Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Nick Perry able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The six-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Bring the energy. Left, let's go, let's go. One. Zebra.
To throw is Cousins. Flushed out. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kenny Clark in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They go play action for Montgomery and now Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Cousins to throw it. Rolling to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Throwing is Cousins. Buying time to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. Cousins fights loose, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Gabe Wright forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. To throw, Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he's into the clear. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught outright by Graham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And Graham's got it. Complete. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
158! Zone.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. This is Cobb with a catch right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Mercedes Lewis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And it's up and good. Crosby on now to kick it away. And now out comes Minnesota. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 44 yards. Cousins on first down. Staying up, and now he's swallowed up and taken down. Clay Matthews in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now a second down throw for Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Being chased out left. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, Cousins. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try to...
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Linval Joseph with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Zoom.
To throw is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's got room. Got some room at the 30. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. Good yardage there on the scramble. And all of a sudden, they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Zoom. Blue 58. Green 19 to 9.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going for the deep, trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mike Daniels in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Wide. Go ahead. Throw.
Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. They find some open field here. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Cousins now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. It gets him over the middle to Cobb. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
26. Here we go. 58.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say they had the free play.
Yeah.
Right, you had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Rodgers to throw on second down. And that's complete to Adams. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
319. Inside. Kelly. Zone left. Kelly. 319.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Crosby puts it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the third now in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Black, 82.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Nick Perry in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Leave it, 48.
To throw is Cousins. Now he'll escape to his left. Oh, he stays up. Runs through the contact. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
The Vikings on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. To throw, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Cousins again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On second down, Cousins again. Now he's flushed out left. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down. First down. Here's Cousins. Steps away to his left. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. Carlson now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively? Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent. But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here. It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 6 there on first. Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Right. Coco, over here. Hey, where are you going?
On second down, here's Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game. Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well. Here's Rodgers to throw. And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming. Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving. Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10.
Where are you going? 319! 319!
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Here's Rodgers to throw on second down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
319! Zoom. Reset. Hey, easy. Short right. Take it up.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Four down. Check. Stay, Mike. Done. Give it.
On first down, Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers looking to throw. And Graham's got it, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Two. Go ahead. Rhino! Move!
Back to throw. Able to shake him off. Being chased out left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Two.
He's back to throw. And some room to roam now. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Down to 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal and go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction.